Welcome back to Jtwes. Thank you guys for tuning in. We had a busy last few days. Would have liked to have got a video out sooner, but here we are. We just, guys, my life with the church and working a full-time job takes up the majority of the day, and then you have about 3 hours at the end of the day, 4 hours at the end of the day that you can do something. And if you got choir practice, well, that's that night gone. Or if you got a motor churchyard, that night's gone. So right now, about the only time I have to film is in the evening times or on Saturdays. And, it just, we'll get it done. It may be a couple of days between videos, but, I appreciate everybody hanging in there. I'm going to make one. It's just evidently something busy going on. But we got sweet potatoes that are getting real close. We're going to check them together. I haven't checked them. I have taken the electric fence down. Couldn't stand it. That grass around that electric fence is just tearing my nerves up. So I mowed it. I took the electric fence down and mowed it because I also want to use the electric fence to let the goats eat out a bunch of bushes and just trash, because in those bushes I think I remember putting some old tobacco trailers and a tobacco tire. And so I want to let the goats eat it out this winter. Maybe next spring we can get some of that metal out and clean it up and mow up under there and stuff. So we're going to do that. We're going to let the goats get in there. So I wanted an electric fence for that. So we took it down, but we'll check it together in a minute. We'll look at the Jimmy Red. Guys, it's, you think you get your... When you think you get a good stand of corn, you're like, okay, I got a good stand. And then you get it to lay by. You lay it by. And you're like, all right, man, I just need a couple of rains and we're good. Well, I got a couple of rains, plenty of rain actually. So we're good. Corn's growing, nitrogen under it. But there seems like there's always something. I just don't know how much I'm going to get off this corn. We're still going to pick it. I gotta find time to go at Rogers and work on a corn picker. And we're still going to pick it. But the problem with Jimmy Red, and I don't know if anybody else out there notices this, I actually called Preacher Rayleigh and asked him about it, and he said he does see it some. The wet weather this year has corn molding pretty bad. Lots of rain this year, and it has mine molding. And one of the biggest problems I have with my Jimmy Red, corn's like this all year long. And as the stalk starts drying down, the cob starts turning down. It won't fall. It dries out stiff as a brick like this, and all that rain is just going right down in that cob. And that's the problem I got. I got cobs that are sprouting. I got cobs that are molded. So I did pick a little bit. And by the way, we're going to cultivate some new corn. We're going to cultivate some fall Silver Queen here in a second. I've actually already cultivated it one time. It was one evening I had about 30 minutes before I had to go to choir practice, and I wanted to get some nitrogen on it, and it was kind of a little bit ugly. I wouldn't have wanted to record that, because that's one of those deals where you'd actually look at it and say, man, why is he cultivating that corn as wet as it is? But we'll straighten it all up today, make it look pretty. But I did go pick some. Let's look at it. This is the main problem I'm having with about 50% of it. See how that's just rotting in there? That rain's getting in there and it's just rotting all of this right here. Just mold. Even like this one, I still had it saved. I mean, there's lots of mold in there. But I mean, and then, of course, there is still enough out there. Well, there's some beautiful ones out there. And this right here is about what I planted this year. This is I may try to get a little more, but honestly, guys, and not trying to be stingy or, not try to let nobody else have none, but, I said, hey, I got to at least get some off for some seed if we want to plant it again. And so I got that off the other day. And believe it or not, I picked a white feed sack full and had a lot more cobs than that. But most of them went in this barrel and went to the goat lot because they either had mold on it or they were sprouting in the cobs. So I said all that to say this. I don't know how much Jimmy Red I'm going to have, guys. We are just going to have to wait until me and Roger can get the picker going. We'll run the picker through it, and we'll sort through it and see all what we got, because I just don't know. I can't pick it right now. It's still a little high in moisture. The other day, these cobs, which they've stiffened up a lot now, but they were pretty rubbery the other day. They were bending a lot more than that. So we're just gonna have to wait and see what I got, to be honest with you. But hey, it is what it is. It's just a wet year, and Preacher Rayleigh said that a lot of people were having problems with rotting in the cob, and maybe y'all have. I don't know, but I don't know. Let's go over here and look at some sweet potatoes, and we'll go over and cultivate that corn. Well, as you can see of the field of hay right there, how much grass was on this, and I just couldn't take it, and so the vines, the potatoes are about done what they're gonna do. And I know for all of you say it, yes, I do know the deer's gonna get in here now, and that's fine, because it won't be long and we're gonna be bush hogging it. And I think a deer's like a goat, it can't remember nothing. I mean, we'll put the electric fence up again next year when it's growing, but it's fine. Like I said, we're gonna bush hog it anyway, but I kind of wanted to get in here and see if I could see what one of them had. I mean, there's a lot of vines here. Big, thick old boys too. I mean, look how thick them vines is. Goodness gracious. All right, here's one right here that's going straight in the ground. So let's see what we got. Oh man. Beautiful. Nice. Uh-oh. Golly, that is deep. It's super deep. Yeah. I can get them up most any time. Lord of mercy, that's one of them big giant ones. Let me get on this side of it. See if we can get up underneath the bottom. Good gosh. Well, it's rotted right there. I don't see no more in that hole. Yeah, well, here's one. A little one. Yeah, I could get them up anytime now. I don't know what made this one rot, but it certainly has rotted. But that thing is, look how big it is anyway. I'm not going to pull no more than that up. So we could go ahead and get these up next week if we got time. So the deer won't have the vines long, because we'll be bush hogging them here pretty soon and go ahead and get them up, especially seeing that one rotted, which that one right there, that thing's about only good for, I don't know, pie. Yeah, Sammy said it, pies and casserole or something like that. But yeah, I think we're gonna be fine. Beautiful potatoes though. I love this size right here. I really don't like for them to get too big. So, and these are all the same variety this year. I think they're all Georgia Jets. And come plow day, we'll have some sweet potatoes giveaway. So anyway, I wonder if the goats would eat this, Sammy. Probably not.
No, they'd turn their nose up.
Yeah. Well, we'll throw it over here. Maybe a deer eat on it. Let's see if we got any watermelons worth anything. There's a few out here. I don't know if they're gonna do any good or not. Doesn't look like it, does it, Sammy?
It does.
That's rotted. We'll throw it in goat lot. Yeah, I don't think the watermelons are gonna do too good. Oh, it was. Yeah, I seen it.
Some of these might be ripening too fast. Cause like this one.
I think it's just too much water.
Split it on the floor.
It's too much water, I think,
Is
Sammy.
that green or red? Yeah, it's red.
Yeah.
So I think they're ripening, but they're about too small because they're stunning.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's too much water. I was gonna look and see if the birds had been. Oh yeah, they done picked all the seeds out there. They got a few more in here they need to get. That's good, that's what I planned them for. I wanted to show you guys the Hopi corn. See if I can find one that's almost dried down. I don't know. I think they turn red before they go to seed. I think is what it is. I mean, I don't know if you can still eat them when they're red.
They feel a lot heavier.
They feel, I mean, they look good. It's just one of those deals where we don't eat that many. And the chili pepper's the same way.
Oh yeah, no, that's right. See?
Yeah. The chili peppers is the same way.
Yeah, this is ripe and ready.
What does it taste like? Like a bell pepper?
It's fine.
Tastes like a red bell pepper?
Mm-hmm.
So you can eat them green,
Mm-hmm.
you can let them turn red and eat them too. I mean, I don't know. See, I'm learning, I don't know. I do know.
I don't know what the deal is with these though.
Well, Eva would know. I mean, that's a pretty red pepper.
Take her a green one.
Now we'll get her to come out here and pick her some.
Yeah, this is fresh for her.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Somebody.
All right, let's find a Hopi that's about dried down. They feel pretty good. That ain't got nothing on it hardly. And remember guys, this Hopi corn was all for seed. That's what it's for, seed. Let's try this one right here. See, and I'll show you in the Jimmy Red in a little bit, but that's the problem I'm having is it's not falling. Oh yeah. Man, that is one jacked up looking rolls of corn there.
Is that still? Oh, it's not in the milk.
No, it's drying on down. It's got its color. Maybe this is the second ear I've seen. Look at that. Look at that. Paka. This is the second one I've kind of seen kind of jacked up like this, but we'll let it dry down. It'll be fine. That'll be still good seed corn right there. We'll stick it up like that and let it dry. Okay, well we'll let the rest of it dry down and we'll bring you along. We'll pick it all. We'll pick all the Hopi at one time, shell it and see what it looks like. Just, I only had, if you watched the video back when I planted it, I only had just a little bit, and I'm just trying to build up, you know, a couple pounds of seed on it. That's all I'm doing. Okra I wanted to look at one last time. I guess the deer decided to stop eating it. I don't know why, but that's okay. So we're going to have some here that we'll get off probably around frost. Oh, here's my other ones I was letting. Oh gosh, I pulled the whole thing out of the ground. Well, now that does different than Star David. Star David, when it dries up, it's that big. I mean, Star David dries up the same size as this. I didn't notice that this, I almost didn't see it because it done shriveled up to nothing. We need to take this in the shed, Sammy. Since we're on the subject of corn, I thought we'd swing up here and I'd show you the Jimmy Red before we cultivate the Silver Queen. From about here up, the stalk is fairly still green. From about here down, you got some green stalks in there, but the majority of them are drying down. But some of my biggest problems, like what we were talking about, guys, were like this. See how this stalk is drying down? This stalk is drying down nicely, but look at where that cob is at. It needs to start doing this, and if it would do that, it would shed all that rain off, but it's not doing that. See how this one's sitting up in the air and the top of it's split? I mean, there's corn right there. That's corn. And if that thing would hang down, it would shed the water off now. It breaks pretty easy. It's still got a lot of moisture in there. You can see that moisture. So it's still soft. Now this is probably a decent cob. Yeah, it's a decent cob, nice cob. And what I've been doing is just taking about that much off and the rest of that for seed. And I'll save this for seed too. Knock that off. But yeah, that's probably worm right there. But yeah, if it would fall down, and so that's the problem I'm having. There's a lot of corn out here. Lot of corn. But, I mean, see it, guys? It's just, none of it is wanting to fall yet. That thing is still stiff as a brick there. I think it would fall if that moisture content in there would do something. I think it'd start falling down, but it just, none of it, really. I mean, like this is, I can tell it's a short ear, but this is a nice little ear of corn. She's a stubby, but yeah, I thought it was gonna be the case. It's a stubby, but it's a nice one. Oh yeah. Beautiful corn out here. We just got to get it picked. And of course, you know, there's a lot of deer, you know, like stuff like this right here. There's a lot of this going on. The deer eat that out. There's one. You got some, like this one didn't really, that one didn't really mature to nothing hardly. But the one behind it, it's decent. So it's a lot of corn. We just got to get in here with a corn picker and see what we can get out of it. Yeah, deer eat that nut. And that don't help either with the moisture. Look how moldy it is. Because of something messed with it right here and peeled it back. And it got it all moldy. Yeah, that's just the ear that didn't develop. Lots of corn, but I wanted to show it to you, and it may be a situation where I try to pick it. But now here's another thing, and I hadn't walked out. Let's walk out here because I haven't done it. Come on, and I'll tell you what I'm getting at. This corn right here came up Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. This is a good example of why it's not good to have corn coming up 2 weeks apart in the same field. You'll look back when I finally planted this, I think the second time, this sandier soil come up and it turned dry, and it was about 2 weeks and the rest of this come up. But do you guys see what the problem is? I can't even pick this right now because the whole center of this field is still green. The only thing that's really dried down is that stuff that was about 2 weeks ahead of it. So I'm gonna have to pick the field based on where the center of the field's at. So this is gonna have to dry down to match this before I can pick it, because right now, I mean, this stalk right here, it's still green leaves on it. And I do realize that those combines out west, I've seen them picking corn that was kind of, maybe not that green, but it had green in it. And they get this seed to a certain moisture content, and they can put it in those bins and dry it down. Well, I don't have a bin, so I got to let it dry down. But that's where we're at on the Jimmy Red. It's good looking field. It's got some uglies here and there, but if we can keep the water out of it, keep it from getting moldy, and get a corn picker in here, we might have something. Let's go cultivate some Silver Queen. We kept the parking lot field mowed all year, and it's looking beautiful. I had a little bit, it went a little bit long the last time I mowed it, so it's a little bit out there, but the cotton, guys, outside of where it got wet out there, I'm telling you, it is nice to have a Roundup ready plant, because we really turned that cotton around. It's blooming now, and it is really striving, growing, and it's we're gonna have cotton. All right. Well, it's a little heavy, but it's got crabgrass coming on in it, and I just go and hit it now. We'll probably hit it again Monday evening when I get off work. I may not film it, just hit it and kind of smooth it up a little more. I would like to see the stalks a little thicker on it. They're kind of tall and skinny, but I guess it does that too. Corn sometimes can seem like the ugly duckling until it turns into the swan. It just, sometimes it comes up, it seems like it's kind of skinny and piddly looking. Cutting the fuel off. I think I fixed my fuel problem on this thing. I just ain't trusted it yet to make, you know, sure. And I actually covered some up, but Ellie was uncovering, so I didn't have to worry about it. So I was trying to make sure we didn't have a cotton situation, which is crabgrass growing between the plants and all that good stuff. Hey, Kaylee. So, let's see. Are you comfortable?
Yeah.
Are you sure? All right. Ellie's got a piece of equipment I need bad, and I may just pull Dad's superiority. What is it called? Not superiority.
Superiority.
Superiority means you're higher, right? Like,
Yeah.
pull rank. That's what I want to say. We may just have to pull rank on them and take it from them. Just take it. But it's a nice little piece. I don't really know what I'd do with it, but I always wanted one. All right. That's about it. Man, it's going to be... I'm getting ready to get real busy because I got to get that corn picked, sweet potatoes in. But more importantly, we got to get the plow day field cut, flattened out, and let it sit and be ready for plow day. And so that's what we got to do. So y'all, stay with us. We'll see what else we can come up with. We may film some putting the goat fence up, but God bless you. God loves you. We'll see you.